Hi there, everybody. I hope that you are all having a good Monday so far. All right, so thank you for everyone who participated in the energy sessions on Sunday, yesterday. Overall, they went pretty well. It was a lovely energy to work with, actually. It was very emotional, it was very deep, but at the same time, there was some kind of calm about how I worked and how everything went, and um, as emotional as it did seem at certain points, depending on who and what I was working on, overall it was actually a very peaceful time and even therapeutic for me, as it always is in some ways. So thank you very much to everyone who participated. I have sent the reports off to everybody who did have an energy session with me. So I'd love to know how it goes in the coming days and weeks. Like I always tell you, please keep me posted on the changes that you feel and what happens for you. I just wanted to mention while I'm here as well, some of my long term clients did not realize that I have a channel on Telegram. So Telegram works very similar to WhatsApp, and I changed from WhatsApp because I had my account hacked and I didn't have contact with any of my clients for 2 days, which we just cannot have. So I moved to something a bit more secure, and that is Telegram. Okay, I run a channel on there where I do the readings of the day, or just post a card or something inspirational, or I let you know when the energy sessions are coming up. But if you'd like to be added to that, you just have to go onto telegram.org if you don't have the app, and just search Air Oasis, okay? EIR Oasis, and you'll find it there. You can even put the at sign and say at Air Oasis, and it'll find the channel for you, and you just join. If you battle, please let me know. I'll try and help out. I can't add any more people manually because it's already reached over 200 people. You have to actually add yourself, but I can show you how to do that. Okay, so just mentioning that for anyone who didn't know. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the energies that come up today. I've asked, with the energy that we have right now, I feel like today is much heavier, okay, in terms of energy, in terms of everybody's mood. Um, we must remember that the full moon we are having right now is the second full moon in the month. It also accompanied an eclipse, a solar eclipse, and it was the full moon in Aquarius. So, this is a very emotional kind of an energy. Okay, it does bring up emotions, it makes us act emotionally, and that's not just like, you feel like you're crying or feeling really down. That can be the case. Okay, you can feel like you're a little bit depressed or like just out of sorts, but it can also manifest in other ways, like anger or wanting to do something impulsively that you might regret, whatever the case is. So I've asked, in light of the heavy energies that we are facing today, and maybe potentially going, and into the middle of the week, or at least for the beginning of the week, what do we need to do? What do we need to know? So this is what the reading's about. The first card that came up was called Wait, and it says don't rush into action right now. Okay, if you take action now, this is saying there might be potential for you to miss a window of opportunity that's coming for you, and it might be right around the corner. Okay, so again, we always get told trust your gut instinct, and you'll know when the moment arrives for you to actually take that chance. Don't worry that you're going to miss it. Okay, but you might miss something if you don't wait and see what is maybe the better option. Okay, if we want to just take something at a whim or take the first thing that is offered to us, we might actually regret it, is what this card is saying. So, say for instance, you're looking for jobs and you take the first job that comes along, and it's not the greatest one, but you settle for it, and a day later you get offered the job you actually wanted. So that is an extreme kind of an example, but see how this is appropriate in your life, okay? It's important for you to be in a meditative state. So you don't have to literally meditate if you feel like you have time constraints or whatever the case is, but make sure that you have deep breathing. Okay, make sure that you are in a state of contemplation. Even if you're working at work, you could be working on machinery and almost be in a meditative state. When you get into work and you're almost on autopilot when you're doing something, um, this is the time when we can actually do that. Okay, and we can actually contemplate things, and it gives us time to think. And we need to know that if we are feeling a little bit stressed or we feel anxious about something, we often hold our breath or we experience shortening of breath during stressful periods. So it's very important to be mindful. And I actually said this to a client today. Please try the basic exercise of breathing in for 5 seconds, holding it for 5 seconds, and releasing for 5 seconds. Repeat this 5 times and do this twice a day, and you will see that your mind becomes clearer. You have that mental and emotional clarity. You get things into perspective. You feel a little bit more energized. Um, so, yeah, please try it out. This is what it's telling you to do. Okay, so this is showing that you are on the verge of receiving some information here. This has the potential to change your course of action or the plans that you had, okay? But it's going to be for a more positive outcome. So when you wait, the outcome has the potential to be more enjoyable. And you need to wait for this added information that could possibly come in. Okay, so this is an exercise of patience and knowing and trusting that you're always directed towards the right place and the right thing at the perfect time, which is very difficult for us human beings to accept. It's so funny because I'm repeating a lot of things I said to other clients today after their energy sessions. All right, then we have mother healing. Now, these could be different messages for different people, or perhaps you find that these things are pertinent to you. It's quite interesting. I've been working with mother energy myself for clients and myself. And this is saying here, as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and more accurately. And the reason for this is because our mother energy and our father energy are both directly related to our abundance. Okay, that's very hard for some people to kind of come to terms with or understand. But the mother energy is very receptive and nurturing and compassionate in theory. Okay, not all parents are like this. And then the father energy is expansive and giving. But when we are out of balance with those, when we are not balanced with the mother energy, we don't see the opportunities that the world offers to us. Okay, so it's asking you to release some remaining issues that you might have and give the situation up to the powers that be. Okay, release it up to heaven and just say, I know that everything is in the hands of spirit and that's going to sort it out. Okay, and you might see that things heal in unexpected ways, and this is going to manifest in your abundance as well. Okay, don't worry about how it heals, but make sure that you're conscious of releasing any energies that are low vibration connected to your relationship with your mother that could interfere with your life's mission, with your life's purpose, that is causing blocks for you. Okay, you don't need that. So as it comes along, say, I'm not holding on to that, it's not serving me, it's blocking my path. Okay, and by doing this, you open your heart to accepting joy and blessings in your life, because this is the energy. You need to be opening up to that receptivity. If you're not receptive, you're not going to be able to accept the gifts that the universe is trying to give you. You won't even see them. Okay, so that receptivity has to be there. So when you're happy and you're aware of this and you're healing, you need to know that even if you're not in contact with this mother energy, you're also offering healing to all of those people and even women in your life in general. Okay, be willing to forgive and release old issues that are related to yourself, your mother, mother figures, anyone connected to your mother, because by doing this, you bring in new opportunities, new abundance, and healing energy. And that's imperative. Okay, and here we have make a decision. So somebody needs to make a decision. You're feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. It's so important to connect to ourselves. And I say this all the time, but if something feels right, it's right. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. And take the first instinct, because that is your higher self. That is your gut instinct. That is your intuition speaking to you. Don't try and apply so much logic and reason that you blow it out the window. And then you say, oh, you know what? I knew I shouldn't have done this. How many times do we do that to ourselves? Okay, when our intuition has given us the initial go ahead or said, hold on. Okay, so sometimes we get to this place where we really feel stuck and we're waiting for the powers that be to give us the next instruction. What do I do now? But this is saying, what do you want? And go with your first gut instinct. Okay, sometimes you are asked to be the decision maker, and this is one of those times. And they're saying, trust your gut. It's not going to lead you astray. Okay, so don't just let life kind of blow you around like a leaf in the wind, or you just kind of floating down the river. Don't be pushed around, okay, in and just say, well, whatever. Sometimes you have to take decisive action, and you need to take charge right now and set your course, and know that you will be given the resources you need to get yourself out of anything that you feel is a difficult situation right now, as long as you make that firm, clear decision. And you need to have that resolve and that follow through as well. Okay, if you make a decision, that decisiveness is exactly what gives the signal to the universe of this is what you want. And they go, oh, okay, that gives that clear way for your manifestation. And they say, okay, now we see what you want. Don't try and disperse your energy. Focus on one thing, give it your all, and say, this is my intent. For today, this is what I'm focusing on. Okay. And once you are focused only on that, then the powers that be know what to do. Okay. And make sure that you replace any fears with trust, with faith. Okay. Any worries with trust and faith, and focus only on what you want and not what you don't want. All right, and try to enjoy the moment. Try to be in the moment and enjoy the process. If you stay in a state of fear or negativity or anything like that, that negative energy blocks whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And we create our own obstacles, and we get so upset and say, well, the universe is not on my side. Why is this not manifesting? My guides are not around me. But also, if you send out 20 different signals at the same time because you don't actually know what you want, that confuses them a bit. Okay, they're like, well, which would you like me to do first? So very important to note that and remember that. And I really hope that this advice helps you through the week. All right, you must all take care, and we will chat again tomorrow. Bye for now.